All right, good morning, good night, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lorenzo, he's the fourth, and this is blAk Talk. I didn't mention this last time on the last video I just uploaded, but I'm gonna have two segments coming. I wouldn't say soon, but I have two segments in the works. One of them is centered around motivation, inspiration. The other one is centered around, me just speaking freely. All right, so just to give you guys a heads up about that. If you don't already, please follow me on Instagram at _4Lorenzo. All right, that is _4Lorenzo. Most likely it's going to be in the description below. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. That's my New Year's resolution that I said on the last video. I just want to see where my consistency gets me. So when I have an opportunity, I take it, And with that being said, in order to be successful in life, there are going to be three things that you're going to have to run into in order to be successful. I won't take credit for it. I did hear about it. That's where I got the idea from this video from. But it said that you can't have success without these three negative things, all right? It's going to be envy. It's going to be entitlement. It's going to be jealousy. All right, envy, entitlement, and jealousy. All right, because as they say, more money, more problems, more success, more problems. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's lonely at the top, and it's just a lot of negativity that circles around being successful. But as you know, negatives attract positives, positives attract negatives, and stuff like that. Two negatives make a positive, but a positive and a negative make a negative. You know what I'm saying? So I know that it's hard to, stay positive when things are going right, because you see other things that are, just diminishing or falling off, whether it be friends or whether it be like, you're changing your personality and stuff like that, or things are just getting a little bit tougher. As success comes, things in your life are going to change. The people in your life are going to change as well too. So with the first one, let's go ahead and discuss jealousy. Me personally, when it comes to jealousy, I've never really felt like somebody was actually jealous of me, because in all honesty, I don't have anything in my life that I feel like anybody should be jealous of at all. Jealousy, I feel like, is a very strong word to use, and strong words to use towards somebody, because I know that everybody always talking about, I ain't jealous of you. What I gotta be jealous of you for? I got this and that going on. But jealousy is just that word that just, it's a trigger. Honestly, it really is a trigger. And sometimes we can be blinded to the fact that people are jealous of us, or we just don't want to admit it to ourselves that somebody is actually jealous of you. You got to understand of how somebody moves in order to see if they're actually truly jealous of you, how they act, how they talk about you, in front of your face or behind your back. Jealousy can make people do things that they never thought that they would do. People will murder, people will steal, people will talk down upon you, people will get out of character, people will change for the worse instead of for the better when it comes to jealousy. So with jealousy, just be mindful of it and be aware of it as well too, and don't be so gullible. Nah, he's not judging me, he's just a little upset at this or that, or nah, she's not jealous of me, she just is trying hard too, and that's why she acting like that, she a little bit in her feelings. No, jealousy comes in many shapes and forms. All right, it can be the most subtlest of things, and the people who are jealous won't even admit it to themselves that they are being jealous. From jealousy, we have, the watered down version of it, which is envy. In my opinion, with my experiences with envy, the best way that I can relate it to anything is dealing with Dragon Ball Z, Goku and Vegeta. All right, Vegeta wasn't jealous of Goku. He was just envious of Goku because Goku was always superior when it came to his power, going into a new form and stuff like that. And Vegeta had to get his new form later on, but his form was no match. I wouldn't say it wasn't no match, but his form wasn't as glorified. It wasn't as strong as Goku's new form. Yes, Vegeta was like, yes, I powered up to a new level, but Goku powered up to this level and I'm trying to surpass that. I want to surpass Kakarot. And it's like he envied Goku, but he also worked his ass off in order to be able to compete with him so that he can be his rival. So envy can really be just a rivalry. That's really all it is. Because at some point, I think Goku even was like a little envious of Vegeta because of how he was, or he's envious of the other characters up on the show that he has to fight up against, you know, whether it be Frieza. Well, I'm not about to name the characters. I'm not about to do that. But yeah, when it comes to envy, it's just a rivalry. That's all it is. You know, you see your boy moving on up in life, as far as like whether it be his job or his career or his spouse or having kids and stuff like that, whatever, got a new car, whatever it may be, his house. You're envious of that because you're like, dang, I want that. I want to have that type of lifestyle. I want my life to be going in that direction. I want to have that type of trajectory of my life, you know? So you're envious of it, but it's a friendly one. Like, dang, man, you don't got the new Benz. Dang, I'm still riding around in this Fiat. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I want that. But it's like you also interact with that individual differently as well too. Because it's like you're letting it be known on the sly. Letting it be known on the sly. You know, it's a little shots, but it's like a friendly shots, you know. It's not like jealousy, where jealousy really hits someone's character if you say that they're jealous of you, you know, or if they are acting jealous. Like their character changes, the way they treat you is completely different, you know. It's just some foul stuff that goes on when people are jealous of you. It's really some hate, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to envy, nah. Just make sure that you're not jealous of someone. Just make sure, if anything, dang, I'm sweating through this thing. I should have put on a t-shirt. Just make sure that you're envious of them, meaning like you're trying to just compete with them. I know me, when I was running track and field, I ran the 400-meter hurdles. I'm 5'7", ladies and gentlemen. I am not the tallest man, but I'm also not short. But this guy named Logan, he was probably like 6'1", 6'2", and he ran the 400 hurdles with me as well too. He was tall enough to do the 110 hurdles, but that also meant that he was gonna be good at the 400 hurdles. That's one lap around the track, jumping over hurdles, y'all. And I would try to compete with him because I was envious of him, because I was like, dang, I know I can get him. I know I can beat him. I know I can go faster. I know I can if I work really hard. And one day, we was at Baylor University, and he was in my heat. And I was like, all right, bet. He was on the outside while I was on the inside. And if you know track and field, it's like if you're on the curve, the outside person is like a little bit further up, but y'all still in the same spot and stuff like that. But so start the race. Everything's going smooth for both of us. We got other people in the race as well too. And we get ahead of them. And we're on the last stretch, that last curve to the straightaway, to the finish. And I start gaining up on them. I start getting them. They notice we're tied up. They notice I pass them up a little bit after one hurdle, and I'm like, ooh, and the crowd is like going crazy. They cheering and everything. I'm like, ooh, and like Logan, I see him. He's like, it's trying to switch it, trying to flip into high gear. And on that next hurdle that came up, I was a little excited because I was like, I'm about to beat Logan for the very first time. I'm about to do it. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm coming for blood. I'm coming for blood, y'all. Next on that next hurdle, I think I extended my stride in order to make the hurdle, or I stutter step. I mean, I chopped my feet and it slowed me down, and he got in front of me. But that day, I ran my fastest time, and he won. He didn't run his fastest time or whatever, but it was just a great race. And while I was there, while I ran with him, competed with him, that was my hurdle brother, you know what I'm saying? I was envious of him because I never was able to beat him, but I was so close that day to beating him. And I worked my butt off, y'all. But it was just a friendly rivalry when you're envious of someone, because you're like, I want to get to that stature like how they are. You know, I want to be on that level too. I want this to be going on in my life as well. You know, so that's envious, but there's also going to be entitlement. All right. When you get to a certain point of success, people in your life are going to feel entitled to have access to you, to have access probably to your money, to your time, to what you're doing. access, entitlement to, like, you know, them moving on up in life as well too, because you've reached this status. Like, hey, you're a rapper now. Take me on tour with you and make me your manager, or take me on tour with you and give me a job and stuff like that. People will feel entitled to the things that you have in your life and the capabilities that you have in your life in order to make things happen for them. Just because they were your best friend for years, or they're your close friend, or maybe they're your family member, or brother, or sister, whatever it may be, mom, dad, like, or somebody who has helped you in the past get to a certain point, you know? And that entitlement really it will make you look at them differently. Cause like, bro, just like Meek Mill said, he was like, have you ever asked me for it? Had his homeboy, just like Meek Mill, his homeboy asked him for $10,000. He was like, bro, before I got this fame, did you ever ask me for $10,000? What the hell are you doing asking me for $10,000 now? He's like, because you got it, you know what I'm saying? So what if I got it? But you see what I did and how I worked my ass off in order to get to where I am now, in order to make sure I do have it and make sure I don't lose it. You know what I'm saying? Or when he had his homeboy driving his I forgot what kind of car it was. All I know it's expensive. And changing a tire or a rim on that car was very, very expensive. That's like I think he said like $40,000 or $5,000. I can't remember. But his friend felt entitled to, like, you know, drive his car, ask for money, come with him on tour for him to take care of his business for him, you know? And that entitlement is really what hinders a relationship, you know? That entitlement really is what's gonna make you look at people differently. That entitlement is gonna make you lose friends and make your circle even smaller, all right? So instead of, you know, if you notice that someone's feeling entitled, you need to check them on that. You know, like, hey man, you feeling entitled just because, you know, you my boy and all that. Nah, my boy is supposed to be getting it just like how I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? I feel entitled for you to make it in life as well too. You should feel entitled to yourself, to want that for yourself, to do better, to be on the same level as me. Make sure it's envy, not entitlement. You know what I'm saying? But entitlement is definitely something that will get drawn out of individuals and help you weed out people, you know, the good people from the bad people, the good eggs from the bad eggs, you know what I'm saying? The snakes that are really in the grass, you know, because they just want to take. They see an opportunity and they take it, you know? That's what entitled people do. And they take until there's nothing left. And they don't check themselves. They don't even notice. Sometimes they don't even notice what they're doing. For some people, they have an alternative motive in order to, you know, get you to that point and be like, okay, I'm just make sure that I support him and this and that. And once he make it and blow up, I'm gonna get this from him. That's their whole plan of being your friend, you know? So entitlement, jealousy, and envy. Without these things, you will not have success. If you don't have people hating up on you, then that means you don't have people talking about you to other people to see exactly what you're doing and to watch you, you know, in order for those people to get their own perspective of you, in order to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? With success, these things come, you know? It's messed up that so much positivity attracts so much negativity in your life. Like, it really is crazy. But just like they say, it's lonely at the top, it's also lonely at the bottom, all right? So would you rather have success and these negativities that come with it from individuals, or would you rather stay where they're at, which is at the bottom? You know what I'm saying? Where ain't nobody hating on nobody, because everybody's the goddamn same. You know what I'm saying? So you be the judge of that. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Success comes with those three things: envy, entitlement, and jealousy. All right? Hate. That's all it is. Hate. Those three things are just basically hate and negativity. All right, so be aware of those when you become successful. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at _4Lorenzo. This has been blAk Talk, the podcast. And again, we got those 2 other segments coming soon that are going to be a part of blAk Talk. So just stay tuned, and hey, man, it is coming. But as always, y'all remember to be blessed, stay blessed, do your best, never settle for less. God is love, never stress, and of course, y'all know the rest.